Hello YouTube, VelocitySmith81 back at it again with a new series, Random Pack Rebuilds. What is Random Pack Rebuilds, you ask? Well, we'll take random packs of sports cards, as the EA says, we'll put them in the game. Here are the rules. One pack, one season, and the first card pulled determines the team that we use for the rebuild. Now, each card's player is added to the team and has a point value. And here are the points that each player will be valued at. Again, the type of card that the player is on will determine the point value. So for example, rookies get 1 extra point for their cards. So for example, a base rookie would get them +2 to all attributes in the game. Parallels would add +2, and so on. So that's Random Pack Rebuilds. Tell me what you think, and let's rip the packs and see what we get.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Random Pack Rebuilds, where we will open up a pack here randomly and then put them in the game of Madden 23 currently. So let's go ahead and see what we've got. We do have 4 packs here, and I have a box here of Score. And there are, I believe, 132 cards, 1 Blaster exclusive. But there are 132 cards inside, and let's see, 20 cards per pack, I think. Yeah, 22 cards per, okay, so there's 6 packs in here, 22 cards per pack. Okay, so there's 6 packs in here, or we have one of the 4 Mosaic solos. So let's go ahead and go over here to our wheel, and we're gonna go and spin the wheel and see what we get here. So spinning the wheel, and we're gonna get Mosaic Pack 1. Awesome. So Score is gonna get untouched. We're gonna go here with this 1 pack. We're gonna just leave it there. So we only have 3 Mosaic cellos left for our rebuild series, unless I, of course, go buy some more. But you guys know the deal here. So we're going to go ahead and open up this pack here. And then we're going to put it in the game, of course, with the values that you guys saw. And I'm thinking with the next season, we might even put a twist in with all these big teams that we're making here. Maybe we just keep them in the on the rosters. And then have those big teams go against those, those big teams. But tell me what you guys think about that idea. But let me go ahead and get in here to the pack, and then we can kind of go ahead and see what we've got going on here for this week, episode 4. So remember, guys, to go back and check out the other episodes. Episode 1, we did have the Seahawks. Episode 2, we had the Packers. Episode 3, we had the Ravens. And so, again, the first card is going to determine the team that we're going to be rebuilding. So let's go ahead and see what team we're going to get here. And that is going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars. Awesome. So we do have Tony Baselli here of the Jacksonville Jaguars. And then who do we gotta have? We actually might have a really big card on here, but we'll get to that. Derrick Henry as a running back. So Tony Baselli as the tackle, and then Derrick Henry as a running back. So depending on quarterbacks, we'll see here, but Derrick Henry will probably be the starting running back there. Laramie Tunzel. Okay, so we actually have a pretty good offensive line so far for the Jaguars here, and Derrick Henry. Robert Quinn off the edge for defense there for the Bears. Marquez Callaway from the Saints. Jonathan Allen from the Washington Commanders. So pretty heavy here. Oh, there we go. Jalen Hurts coming over from the Eagles. That'll be a pretty big addition for the Jags. John Mechie III as a rookie here. John Mechie III. And then we have Jermaine Johnson II. So some pretty good defensive players for this Jacksonville team so far. And then, okay, so it actually wasn't, I thought it was a Genesis back there. So we have a green here. green is going to be not a rookie, but it is a Bronco. Awesome. So that's going to be a PC item for me either way. Russell Wilson, green. So that would give him +2 to all of his attributes. Well needed. But I don't think he would get above Jalen Hurts, even with +2. So the next card is going to be a Green Bay Packer. That is A.J. Dillon on the pink mosaic here. Next card is going to be another Eagle on the pink up there in the left hand corner. And that is going to be Donovan McNabb. Okay. So legendary Donovan McNabb and Jalen Hurts on the Jaguars here. Interesting. Okay. And then the next card is going to be a rookie card. Rookie card for the Seattle Seahawks. Okay. So this is either going to be someone like a Charles Cross or even Kenneth Walker. It would be really nice to have a Kenneth Walker, though. But it is Derek Young. Derek Young rookie card on the pink here. Behind that, we have a Touchdown Masters. Touchdown Masters. Oh, and it's a Ram. And it is Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp on the Jaguars. And it looks like we have a silver in the back. Pure silver in the back. For the Seattle Seahawks. Again, but it's not a rookie. It's going to be legendary Shaun Alexander. So in the backfield, you're going to have Derrick Henry and legendary Shaun Alexander. Okay. And as your quarterback, you're going to have McNabb and Hurts. Very interesting. Okay. So again, we do have the silver Shaun Alexander. We have the Cooper Kupp. The Derek Young pink. Again, that's going to get a +3 for it being a rookie card and being a parallel. The legendary Donovan McNabb. A.J. Dillon. Broncos Country, Let's Ride. Jermaine Johnson II. John Mechie III, both rookies. Mr. Jalen Hurts. Jonathan Allen. Marquez Callaway. Robert Quinn. Laramie Tunsil. Derrick Henry. And then legendary Tony Baselli. And again, we are using the Jags for this rebuild. So here we go, guys. Here are the cards here. Let me know, guys, which one was your favorite. And how do you think this team's going to go? We have been 3 for 3 so far. So let's go ahead and put the cards in the game and see how we do.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Here we are for episode 4 of the Random Pack Rebuilds here with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's go ahead and check out the team. And we'll go ahead and get right into everything here. So with that pack that we got, it was actually pretty significant. So here we go. We're going to start off with legendary Donovan McNabb here with a 99 overall. Of course, we also got Jalen Hurts, but he's not going to be starting over legendary Donovan McNabb. Of course, we also do have Trevor Lawrence here on the team. Now for running back, we did get legendary Shaun Alexander. And we also do have Derrick Henry here along with A.J. Dillon. Of course, we also have Travis Etienne here. But it looks like Henry's going to go ahead and play the fullback. Of course, we also did get Cooper Kupp here. And we also got John Mechie down here along with Derek Young. Okay. Now on the line, we also got legendary Tony Baselli up here. Holding down the left tackle position. We also got Laramie Tunsil in that pack. So our offensive line is actually looking pretty beefy for Don McNabb to get it out to Kupp, or for Shaun Alexander to be doing some running. Now on the defensive side, we did get some pretty big upgrades there. We did get Jonathan Allen here in the middle here at the tackle. We also got Robert Quinn coming in at the left end. We also did get Jermaine Johnson here, but he's not better than the number 1 overall pick, Trevon Walker. But he will be in some pass situations, which is gonna kind of be nice. But that's what the team looks like, guys, for all the cards and stuff that we picked up. Let's go ahead and look at the specialist stuff here where we're going to be having. So I do have Johnson coming in as a right end during those situations. Allen coming in there. Cup's going to be the slot. And again, Alexander's going to be the main back for the running back there. So let's go ahead and jump in here into the first game. Of course, we're just going to go ahead and watch the first couple series. And then we will sim it out, guys. So here we are. How do you guys think we're going to do with this team? We are 3 for 3 currently through episodes 1 through 3. So this is going to be episode 4. So let's go ahead and jump right in and see how this team looks. And again, guys, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe if you do like this kind of content. Hit that notification bell so you don't ever miss another episode of Random Pack Rebuilds. Of course, if you do have any suggestions, go ahead and put those in the comment section below. This has been a really fun series so far. I do have some things I want to do later on, but let's go ahead and see what this is going to look like here. Here comes the Washington Commanders. Taylor Heineke looks like the starting quarterback. He's going to be throwing it to scary Terry McLaurin. But this Jags team, it does look like it's going to be a force to be reckoned with for sure. This offense is going to look pretty good under Mr. McNabb there. So there is Taylor Heineke again with the Washington Commanders, and there is Mr. Donovan McNabb and the Jacksonville Jaguars. So again, guys, if you do like this kind of content, again, smash that like button. We're going to be bringing this series to you every Friday. So look at their tight end, Logan Thomas. He's a 74 overall. He does have 84 catch and 82 speed. And we do have Coach Doug Peterson here on the sidelines. Looks like they're getting ready to kick it off. So that's where we're going to go ahead and, again, we're going to go ahead and watch for a couple series here and see how it all shakes out. So here we go. Here is the start of episode 4. Jacksonville Jaguars kicking it off to the Commanders here. He's going to get up to about the 20, 25. That's where he's going to get stopped. About the 27-yard line. So we are going to see the Commanders come on the field first. Led out by Taylor Heineke. Coming in at 69 overall. 83 throw power. Let's see what he can do against this defense. This is going to be Saxonville 2.0 here, what we got going on. All right, here we go. Heineke starts 1st and 10 on his own 27-yard line. He's back in the shotgun. He drops back, he throws, and he does connect with his receiver. Looks like Jahan Dotson. And he does, no, that was Curtis Samuel. He picked up 14. He's going to hand it off here, and Trayvon Walker just hits him in the backfield there. Now 2nd and 10, shotgun Heineke on his own 41. He drops back to pass. He does get it out to his wide receiver. Or no, that's Logan Thomas, his tight end. For another first down, 15 yards. The Commanders are driving here. They now have 1st and 10. They're ready to move those chains. Let's go ahead and see that highlight. Pretty clean pass there on the linebacker, Josh Allen. So Heineke under center, 1st and 10 on the 44. He's going to go ahead and hand it off to the running back, stopped by Josh Allen for a gain of 3. Heineke now 2nd and 7 on the 41, back in shotgun. He's going to go and hand it off again. He's going to get a couple more yards there. Now 3rd and 3. Can the defense stop him here? They're on the 37-yard line. Heineke back in shotgun. He's looking around. He's going to run the ball and get a good chunk for 19 yards. 1st and 10. Commander still driving. Now on the Jaguars' 18-yard line. So pretty good pickup there by Heineke. And he definitely has those wheels. So you can't just leave him out there, because he will take off. So here we go. What can you do with 1st and 10? Heineke under center at the 18-yard line. There in the red zone. Toss out, and he just gets smashed in the backfield. Robert Quinn, our pickup. Now 2nd and 16 on the 24. What a defensive play by Robert Quinn. He sniffs out the running back there on the toss, on the sweep there. So here we go. 2nd and 16 on the 24. Heineke in shotgun. He is going to go and play action. He's going to throw it. And he does get his guy. 1st and goal. That's to Jahan Dotson for 20 yards. So defense does look a little suspect right now. Here's that play one more time. What a catch by Jahan Dotson on Andre Sisco there, the free safety. So here we go. 1st and goal, 4-yard line. Back in shotgun, Heineke. He gets the ball. He's just going to hand it off. And he's going to make it in the end zone for a touchdown. Opening drive, touchdown for the Commanders. And Gibson, Antonio Gibson, is in for the touchdown for the Commanders. The Jags defense not able to stop him. He just reached out and touched someone. Got that touchdown. So here is the extra point attempt. It is up, and it is good. So Washington now is up 7-0 on the Jags. So we'll be able to go ahead and check out the offense here. So what a good opening drive by the Commanders. Can the Jags respond? He's just going to down it in the end zone there. So they will start 1st and 10 at the 25. And here comes out legendary Donovan McNabb with a 99 overall, 97 throw power in this high octane offense. Let's go ahead and see if they can respond. So McNabb back in shotgun, 1st and 10 on the 25. He does give the ball off to Sean Alexander, who's got a lane. Oh my gosh, and he is, oh man, what a run. 34 yards to Sean Alexander. 1st and 10. First play of this episode. First play of the season. Sean Alexander, 35 yards. So now, McNabb, 1st and 10, back on his 41. He's just going to give to Alexander again. And he's going to get about a yard there. So now, what can he do? Is 2nd and 9 on his 39, under center. He's going to go and take the snap. He's got time. He's going to throw it. And he does find Cooper Kupp for a good 9 yards. So Jags are driving now, 1st and 10 on the 30. Back to Alexander. He's going to break a couple tackles and go ahead and get another 5 yards. So now 2nd and 5. McNabb under center on the 26. Back to throw. He is going to find, looks like his tight end there. And now 1st and 10 on the 16. Sorry, that was Christian Kirk who got the catch. Man in motion, back in the shotgun. McNabb back. He's got time. He's going to throw. And he finds Kirk again for 5 yards. 2nd and 5 on the 11. So Jags are driving. This offense does look pretty potent. Man in motion again. And looks like it's going to go back to Alexander. He's going to go ahead and plunge forward for a couple yards. Now 3rd and 3 from the 9-yard line. for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Coach on the sideline there is talking to Heineke, saying, hey man, great first drive. So here we go, 3rd and 3. McNabb on the 9-yard line in shotgun. He is going to go ahead and give it to Derrick Henry, and he just gets stopped. 4th and 2. Henry was only able to gain a yard there, so the defense does stop him. So now 4th and 2. See what they go ahead and just take the field goal here. What is Peterson going to do here? Again, Henry unable to really do anything there. So they are going to go ahead and looks like they're going to start a field goal attempt here. And it is going to be a field goal attempt. The kick is up, and it is good. So the Jaguars do answer back with a field goal of their own. So not a bad opening drive for both teams. So let's go ahead and jump forward and see what happens here. See how it all shakes out. So a little bit more back and forth. Jags do score again, 10-7, 17-7 now Jags. 24-7 Jags. So they are just piling it on now. That offense looks like it cannot be stopped. 45-7 now Jags. 52. They dropped 50 on their first episode here, or for their first game of the season. What a thrashing. 59-7. And McNabb is saying, what's up? So hugs all around after the thrashing. 59-7. So here's some highlights. Again, that drive by the Commanders, that opening drive was really all that they could really muster. Again, that large run by Alexander. Then the touchdown there by Antonio Gibson. So the Jacksonville Jaguars will win here in week 1 of the new episode. They did get 2 takeaways there. So defense was able to stymie that Commanders offense after that first drive. So that is your final. Jacksonville Jaguars over the Washington Commanders, 59-7. Taylor Heineke had 191 yards for 0 touchdowns, and Donovan McNabb, legendary Donovan McNabb, 392 yards and 7 touchdowns in the opening weekend here. Sean Alexander had 22 carries for 140 yards. Cooper Kupp had 7 receptions for 136 yards, and Christian Kirk 8 receptions for 77 yards. So quite the opening game there for our Jacksonville Jaguars, who looks like they're going to be an offensive juggernaut. So we're going to go ahead and skip to mid-season just to kind of see where we are and see how they're doing. They do start off 1-0. So again, guys, if you do like this kind of content, please go ahead and smash that like button. If you do have any suggestions, let me know in the comments below. And please consider subscribing if you're new, or if you like this kind of content. Also hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode of our Random Pack Rebuild series here again. This is going to be coming out every Friday. And I definitely have some plans for other seasons ahead. So here we come up to week 8 here of the season. So week 8 here, Jacksonville right now is 6-1 in the division, leading very, very handily, 6-1. Titans, Texans, and Colts just all have 2-win seasons currently. So it looks like the Jags are definitely on their way. Let's go ahead and hit the playoffs here and see what they look like here. See if they make it to the playoffs. Looks like right now they're pretty handily in the lead. let me know, guys, if you guys think we're going to make it to the Super Bowl again. In all of our other seasons that we've played, all teams have gotten to the Super Bowl and won it. So can the Jacksonville Jaguars do the same? So the Jaguars do end the season 15-2. Let's go ahead and look at the playoff bracket. They did snatch up the 1 seed, so they'll get to sit back and relax for the first week. And that's what the playoffs look like here. Surprised to not see the Chiefs on the AFC side. No big surprises really on the NFC side, to be honest, except maybe the Packers. The Packers aren't there. Let's go ahead and see the stats and awards and all that good stuff. Let's look here. Sorry, here, the league. So looking at the passing leaders, Tua, Tom, and Dak get the top 3 as far as passing yards go. Sean Alexander, over 2,000 yards. Receiving leaders, Van Jefferson, Stephon Diggs, and Chris Godwin. Sack leaders, Von Miller, Aaron Donald, and Chase Young. Interceptions, Marshawn Lattimore, Fred Warner, and Jeff Okudah. And then tackle leaders, Miles Jack, Alexander Johnson, and Landon Collins. Let's go ahead and see awards and all that good stuff here. Yearly awards. So Donovan McNabb, legendary Donovan McNabb, does get MVP of the league. I believe this is our first MVP that we've gotten so far. Josh Allen comes in number 2. Coach of the Year does go to Doug Peterson. Again, this is also our first Coach of the Year so far. So far, the Jags here are looking pretty spicy here in Episode 4. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Sean Alexander, legendary Sean Alexander. Offensive Player of the Year. Don McNabb comes in at number 4. Cooper Kupp comes in at number 7. Man, I'm excited to see what these stats are going to look like. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Von Miller. No Jags. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Dameon Pierce of the Texans. Defensive Rookie of the Year is going to go to Devin Lloyd of the Jags. Jermaine Johnson gets 6th. Best quarterback goes to Donovan McNabb. So quite the year for Donovan. Best running back is going to go to Sean Alexander. Best receiver goes to Keenan Allen of the Chargers. Kupp comes in number 2. Best offensive lineman goes to Brandon Scherf of the Jags. And Tunzel comes in number 2. Best offensive lineman goes to Von Miller. Jonathan Allen comes in at number 8. Best linebacker is going to go to Max Crosby of the Raiders. Josh Allen comes in at number 9. Best DB is going to go to Chidobe Awuzie of the Bengals there. And Andre Sisco comes in 9, while Rashawn Jenkins comes in number 10. Best kicker goes to Kiami Fairbairn. Riley Patterson of the Jags comes in at number 5. Let's go ahead and look at the team here. The number 1 offense in the NFL. And defensively, number 1 defense. So the number 1 offense and the number 1 defense. All right. As far as yards go, let's look at these stats. McNabb, 4,576 yards, 51 touchdowns to 7 interceptions with a 72 completion percentage. So McNabb went off. Rushing, again, Alexander, 2,000 yards, 17 touchdowns. Henry himself had 5, 45, and 14. McNabb on the ground also had 258 and 3 himself. So we had a 2,000-yard runner and a 51-yard passer on the offense. Holy smokes. All right, receiving Kupp, 1,350 as far as yards go with 13 touchdowns. Calvin Ridley had 913 and 11. Kirk, 912 and 9. Ingram, 844 and 10. Sean Alexander out of the backfield had 4 touchdowns with 279 yards. So not terrible there. Let's look on the defensive side and see how they did. Fosadi Olakun led the team with 115 tackles, with Lloyd, the defensive player of the year, or defensive rookie of the year, sorry, gets second with 110. Tackles for losses here, Robert Quinn led the team with 13, and Devon Hamilton came in with 12. Sacks on the year, Jonathan Allen came in with 13, Josh Allen 12.5, Robert Quinn 7, and Johnson with 5. So not too many sacks. Andre Cisco with 4 interceptions. Lloyd, Jenkins, and Campbell all came in with 3, while Olakun, Williams, and Griffin had 2. See if we had any forced fumbles. It looked like they only had 2 fumbles and no recoveries. Awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and see how this team does in the playoffs. Going to go ahead and sim to the next week and see who our opponent's going to be. It's going to be the Baltimore Ravens, 9-8. Baltimore Ravens did take out the Bills, and they're now taking on us here. The Jacksonville Jaguars is the 1 seed. They are the 7 seed. So let's go ahead and get into that game and get it simmed out. Again, guys, I'm going to keep saying it, but if you like this kind of content, please go ahead and smash that like button. Consider subscribing if you're new. And if you have any suggestions or anything that we can do to this series to improve it, let me know in the comments below. I'm not sure how long this first season's going to go as far as the random pack rebuilds. I'm thinking maybe 10 episodes, not sure. But I definitely have some spicy things coming up. So we're going up against Lamar Jackson, but here is Donovan McNabb and that number 1 offense against Mr. Lambjack and the Baltimore Ravens here. Let's see how they do. The number 1 seed against the 7 seed in the Ravens. But again, this is Madden Sim, so anything can happen. But the Jaguars, again, they have a lot to aspire to. All 3 of our other episodes have resulted in Super Bowl wins. So that is the bar. So let's see how they do here. So Jags strike first, 7-0. Baltimore does respond. Baltimore up now 14-7. Jags go and they respond. Baltimore 21. Now Jags 21. They're just kind of going back and forth here. Jags do return and they up by 10 now. Now in the 4th quarter, Jags up now by 10. Baltimore does respond, but they are not good enough for that Jacksonville team. They do fall in the playoffs, 38-31. McNabb is going to go ahead and move on. Lamar Jackson is going to go ahead and go home. Of course, our Ravens from last episode, episode 3, went on to win that Super Bowl with John Elway. Again, if you guys missed any of those episodes, go back and check it out. Episode 1, we had the Seattle Seahawks. Episode 2, we had the Green Bay Packers. Episode 3 was the Ravens, and then here are our Jags in episode 4. So again, the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to go ahead and move on to the next round. And that is your final. Jacksonville Jaguars over the Baltimore Ravens, 38-31. McNabb ends with 236 yards and 3 touchdowns, while Lamar Jackson had 210 yards and a touchdown. Sean Alexander had 13 carries for 56 yards. Cooper Kupp, 5 receptions, 66 yards, and Christian Kirk, 3 receptions for 52. So on to the next round here for the Jacksonville Jaguars. So on to the AFC Championship here. Let's go and see who their opponent's going to be. It's going to be Joe Burr and the Cincinnati Bengals. So let's go ahead and see if they can take on the Bengals here. So guys, let me know down in the comments how you guys are enjoying the series so far. If you guys like this kind of format. Again, I'm always a big collector, so it just seemed right to have, you know, the football cards and then them to figure out what team we're going to be rebuilding. And it's definitely been a lot of fun to put together, get the packs and all that good stuff again. So here we go. Jags against the Bengals in the AFC Championship here. So again, we're going to go ahead and send this one out. If we do get to the Super Bowl, you know, we'll watch the gameplay and see how that goes. So again, the 1 seed Jacksonville against the 5 seed Cincinnati. Over on the NFC side, it's Dallas and Tampa Bay. So will we see any of them in the Super Bowl? And which team here is going to punch their ticket? That is the question. So let's go ahead and see, get that answer. So 0-0 right now, a little bit of back and forth. Jacksonville strikes first. Cincinnati does come back. Jacksonville now up 14. 21-10 now, Jacksonville. That offense is just chugging along here. But what can the defense do as well? Fourth quarter now, Jacksonville up now 28-10. Fourth quarter now, and it's just too much for the Bengals. The Bengals will fall in the AFC Championship here. And the Jaguars will move on to the Super Bowl. So now as far as Super Bowl appearances go, we are now 4 for 4. Each team now that we have rebuilt with packs randomly have made it. Of course, you know, when you've got legendary characters, I'm sure that doesn't hurt. So even with 3 turnovers, they do punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. The Jaguars are moving on. And again, that's your final score. Jaguars over the Cincinnati Bengals, 28-17. McNabb here on the day, 350 yards and 3 touchdowns, while Joe Burrow had 316 yards and 2 touchdowns. Sean Alexander, 14 carries, 57 yards. Cooper Kupp, 9 receptions for 98 yards. And Christian Kirk, 8 receptions for 94 yards. All right, so Super Bowl time. Let's see who we get. Again, it's going to be either the Dallas Cowboys or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's go ahead and advance to the Super Bowl here. And again, we'll go ahead and watch those the first couple series. So it is against the Dallas Cowboys. Let's go ahead and see how this all shakes out here. Here at the Super Bowl. A sight that we've seen in every other single one of our episodes so far. Can the Cowboys be the one to stop our winning streak? Do they have the firepower to get past this Jacksonville Jaguars team? Again, number 1 in offense and number 1 in defense in the league. Dak Prescott and the boys, America's team, going up against Donovan McNabb and the Jacksonville Jaguars here in the Super Bowl. So I'm going to go ahead and skip the coin toss and all that fun stuff. Not really much to see there, but them, looking at a coin and clapping. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and slow this down, and we're going to watch the first couple series here. So here we go. Here's the kickoff of the Super Bowl here in episode 4. And he's going to bring it out. Gets to about the 19-yard line. And that's where the Dallas Cowboys will start their drive. Led out by Dak Prescott. He had a pretty impressive season. 5,063 yards, 47 touchdowns to 15 interceptions. Let's go ahead and see what this Dallas Cowboys team can do against the Jaguars defense. So they're going to start 1st and 10 on their own 19. Dak Prescott is in shotgun. He's going to go ahead and drop back. He's going to throw, and he's going to hit his receiver. I believe that's Michael Gallup for a quick 8 yards. So, first throw, first reception of the Super Bowl. Goes for 8 yards. So Dak now 2nd and 2 on his own 27. He's now under center. Got some people in motion here. He's going to go ahead and give it out to Zeke. Zeke is going to get that first down. Now 1st and 10 on the 30. Dak again under center. And he's going to go ahead and do play action. And he's going to go ahead and hit his tight end, Dalton Schultz, for a -1 yard play. Sorry, that was Ferguson getting the reception there and losing a yard. So the defense definitely coming up big there in the Super Bowl. Andre Sisco there with a great stop. Tracking the ball carrier. Now 2nd and 11 on the 30. It's going to go and toss to Zeke, and he's just going to get smothered, losing 3 yards. Man, this defense came to play today in the Super Bowl. 3rd and 14. Is that Olakun? So this defense definitely showing up here for the Jags. So great play. Getting off the block. So now, here we go. 3rd and 14 for Dak on his own 26. He drops back to pass. He is going to go and throw it. And it is incomplete. But there's a flag on the play. Flag looks like it's going to be pass interference on the defense. And it's going to be against Tyson Campbell, the corner. So, free first down for the boys. Dak and shotgun, 1st and 10 on the 44. He is back, and he's going to throw. And he does find his receiver there. Gallup again on the right side for another first down. So now on the 44 yard. So now Cowboys are definitely moving here. 1st and 10. That's going to go to Zeke. He's going to find a lane and go up the middle there for 7. Now 2nd and 3 on the 37-yard line. Boys driving. Back to Zeke again, but he does get stopped there by Johnson. 3rd and 3. Dak under center. What is he going to do here with 3rd and 3, 36-yard line? He's going to give it to Zeke again, and he was going to go up, and he got stuffed. Looked like that's Robert Quinn. Stopping him in the backfield. McNabb trying to get some strategies there from Kupp, telling him how he's going to throw them the ball. Defense just comes up big here. Quinn just bottles up Ezekiel Elliott there. So the first drive looks like it's going to end in a field goal for the boys. Kick is up, and it is good. So the Cowboys strike first here in the Super Bowl with a field goal. And here's the kickoff here. And so it was not in the end zone, so he's going to go ahead and bring it out here to about the 28, 29-yard line. So not a bad return to start their first series here. And here comes league MVP Donovan McNabb, 4,576 yards, 51 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. Let's see what his offense can do here against this Dallas defense. So, first and 10, McNabb starts on the 29-yard line. He's going to go and drop back to pass and get it out to Sean Alexander, who does not get anywhere. He actually loses a yard there. So, first pass, first throw for a net of -1 yards. Peterson there on the sideline trying to coach up the defense. Speaking of defense, here's that highlight, here's that play. So now 2nd and 11 here for Don McNabb on his own 28-yard line. So McNabb back to pass. He does throw and does fine. Looks like Christian Kirk right up the middle for a first down. What a throw for 17 yards. Just a strike. Threading the needle there. Oh, actually, he was just wide open. So good read by McNabb. He just gets blasted. So 1st and 10 now. 45-yard line. Jags moving. McNabb back to pass. He does have time. He is going to not connect with Kirk. Looks like he had it and dropped it. 2nd and 10 now in the shotgun now. McNabb back to throw. And he does connect that time with, looks like DJ Chark? No, Evan Ingram for 6 yards. 3rd and 4 now for the Jags. McNabb back, and McNabb is going to go down. Micah Parsons with the sack. So 4th and 12 here. Probably going to be a punt here. But looks like McNabb just had nowhere to go. And Parsons beats Tunzel on the right side there. So this is going to be a punt. And so we're going to go ahead and exit out here after this punt. And then we'll go ahead and sim out the rest of the game and see how it all shakes out in the end. So the Cowboys look like they're going to go ahead and start their next drive on the 20. As the ball goes out of the end zone there. Let's go ahead and see what happens here. So Dallas does lose the ball. Jacksonville does get 3 points, but Dallas looks like they're starting to put it on them here. 20-3 now, 23-3 Dallas. Now Jacksonville in the 4th quarter, 17 now, 26-17. It doesn't look like Jacksonville can take out the Cowboys. So Jacksonville Jaguars fall to the Dallas Cowboys in episode 4. So we were 4 for 4 to get to the Super Bowl, but all the other teams won. This Jags team could not come through to win. So Doug Peterson is going to go home. But what a game. What a season. What an episode. But again, the Cowboys are always a tough sim team. Madden always likes the boys. Let's go ahead and check out these highlights here and see who's going to be the Super Bowl MVP. It is going to be Trayvon Diggs, 2 interceptions and 2 tackles. I'm guessing that was the difference in the game there, those 2 interceptions. So it is raining silver and blue for the Dallas Cowboys. They will come out the victors here in episode 4 of our random pack rebuilds, and go on to win the Super Bowl here. And that's your final, guys. Dallas 26, Jacksonville 17. Dak ends with 247 yards and a touchdown, while McNabb had 308 yards and 2 touchdowns. Sean Alexander did end with 21 carries for 136 yards. Kupp had 8 receptions for 97 yards, and Kirk had 5 receptions for 73 yards. Again, guys, that's going to do it. Thank you so much for, if you guys have stayed this long, again, go ahead and smash that like button. Consider subscribing here if you're new. If you have any suggestions, please let me know in those comments below, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another episode of our Random Pack Rebuilds, guys. Thanks again, and until next episode, guys, have a good one.